having a blessed morning? I am having a blessed morning. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, today it's a blessing Thursday. Today is a blessing Thursday, right? And we're going to get right into this topic, right? And this topic is to bring awareness to us and to bring awareness to the indigenous descendants of Abel. This is exactly who we are. This is exactly who we are. This is exactly who we are. And I need for us to understand that we are no part of no other civilization but our own. We are not part of no other civilization but our own. We are our own civilization over here in the West, in the West, in the West. And the reason why I keep focusing on our civilization, the indigenous descendants of Abel, is because we are the ones that go through the more pain and suffering, right? And everything else. We are the ones that go through so much pain and suffering, so much turmoil, so much killing and murders among us, right? And becoming organ donors and fertilizer for the earth. This is an actual true fact. There is no other civilization on this planet of earth that been through the things that we've been through and still going through the things that we are going through physically, mentally, spiritually, is able descendants. That lets you know on who we are and how important we are in this world and in the next. And I want you to understand it, and I want you to believe that, and I want you to study on exactly who you are. And this is actually truth, and this is accurate knowledge from the spiritual realm. And I know and understand that a lot of people are not in tune with the spiritual world like they say they are in tune of the spiritual world. Because if you are in tune with the spiritual world, scriptures and everything that you read will confirm on who you are. You don't need to search high and low, right, to find out who you are, right? It's because basically while you searching high and low and everything else to find who you are, you're not searching in yourselves. And when you do not search in yourself, you become a lost one. You understand what I'm saying? Physically, mentally, spiritually. So I need for you to understand that over here in the West, we are the what? We are the first civilization of mankind. There is a second civilization of mankind. We are the first civilization of mankind. The ancient ones. Meaning we are the descendants. Right? We descended from the ancient ones. The ancient ones. And the ancient ones can be Adam, can be Eve, and all of our predecessors way before us, right? And I want you to understand that, right? And this earth was but one big body of earth, one big plateau. And the reason why I'm saying this, right? The reason why I'm saying this is because it's really, really important to know who you are. Not to follow someone that study all of these religions and ways of life and all of these scriptures and then co-created a way of life and said, this is the truth. No, that don't work like that. Spirituality do not work like that. And I need for you to understand that. Spirituality and the oneness work off the oneness. It's only one spirituality. To believe in the Alpha, Omega, the Creator, and everything in existence. And I need for your guys, ladies and gentlemen, prince and princess, kings and queens all around the world to understand that from a spiritual realm. See, we are ancient over here in the West, we are ancient. We've been here way before scriptures was ever put into existence. We was here. And it took a long time for us to be debased on what you see now. It took a very, very long time for us to be debased. And a lot of people don't understand that. And I get it and understand that. I want your guys to hit the notification bell. Hit the notification bell so you can know when I'm going live. I'm going live at 6:15 today. So if you are home, I need for your guys to be in tune with that. That's going to be really, really dope. That's going to be really, really dope. And the reason why that's going to be dope and amazing for us, that's going to break down, right, the second coming of mankind and the first coming of mankind. And who is the second coming of mankind and who is the first coming of mankind? That's going to break it down. I need for your guys to get into that. It's because the reason why I'm doing that is because somebody got in my comment and they got a little disrespectful with me. They got a little disrespectful for me. So this is me checking them from a spiritual point of view, because I know and understand that individuals don't have the knowledge and wisdom and understanding to be what? Blessed with insight of the spiritual world. You understand that? To be blessed with the spirituality, the spiritual world, right? They cannot go beyond this physical books, meaning scriptures. The Creator talks about certain things that happens, but he don't go into depth. He don't go into depth. And if he love you and he robbing with you and he's jacking you, right? And you upholding the oneness of him, and you standing on business, and you standing on integrity, and you standing on honesty, and you loving him, and he's loving you, then he will bless you with a little insight of spirituality, right? And you will know them by when they talk and when they speak. You will know them by their mark, that they stand on business and stand on loyalty with the Alpha, Omega, and everything in existence, and they don't have a bunch of scriptures, right, and a bunch of notes all in front of them. They notes and scriptures are inside of them because they deal with spirituality. Spirituality only enhance what they believe and what they understand and what the insight that the Alpha, Omega, and the Creator has blessed upon them. So the reason why I came up with this topic is because if there's government shutdown, why is taxes still being put out? Why is taxes still being taken from among us? Federal taxes. That means that nobody's not in the federal office. Nobody's there to push the button to take the taxes. So how you still taking money out of my check? How you still taking money, right, for me going food shopping, right? How is that? This is something to think about. I want you to understand that. Do not be hoodwinked, and that do not be deceived, right? I want you to use your intelligence, use your mind, body, and soul, and use your God-given right, which is intellect and knowledge, and the things that he has blessed you with, to see things for what it is. To see things for what it is. Everything that you see is not what it is, right? We trying to find the actual what's behind the curtain. What is behind the curtain, which is blocked for you and I. And it takes steps. It takes steps to find out what is behind the curtain. This is an actually true fact. And this is what we need done inside of our community, which is really, really important amongst us, so that we can bridge the gap between this life and in the next, which is really, really important. Do not be hoodwinked. This government shutdown is for what? It's for, I'm going to say one purpose. I could be wrong. And the purpose is to starve you out. To starve you out. To starve you out. To starve your children out. And anything else that's going on. And at this time, I want you to understand, to bridge the gap between yourselves, your loved ones, your next door neighbor, your neighbors, and your community, because we need each other more than ever. More than ever. This is why I said put down the guns, put down these certain things that's going on, and get in tune with each other, and get in tune with what? With the Alpha, Omega, the Creator, and everything existing, the Almighty. The Almighty, yes. He's been helping us too. He's been there. Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to accept it or not, he's been there for able descendants, because we are able descendants. This is an actual true facts, and I need for you to understand that. So don't be hoovering about this government shutdown. At this time, what you should be doing is focus on yourself, focus on your children, and trying to reach out and bridge the gap, right? And any drama or beef that's going on amongst you, put that aside and come together as family, as loved ones, right? And as friends. This is an actual true fact. And this is what this is going to bring for us. You should not be thinking about committing crime and stealing and everything else at this time. Trust you me, the Creator, he will make it happen for us. Able descendants, he will make it happen for us. He been doing it. But we don't want to take him for granted. Do you understand that? Do not take him for granted. So I just want to say that to us and drop this knowledge on us, which is really, really important, because a lot of people just be talking. They be talking, you know? They be talking for like, shares, and squabs and everything else. You understand? So this is what it is. How you doing, brother? Salaam alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's right. Allahu Akbar. That's right. That's right. The Almighty is the greatest. The Almighty is the greatest. The Almighty is the greatest. And he is one. And he is one. And he is one. And he will get us through. He will get us through. It started with us. It will end with us. This is only a what? What this is. This is a modern day Willie Lynch letter that's been updated and modernized. That's all this is. A modern day Willie Lynch letters that been modified and updated for your demise and my demise at the end of the day. Do not fall into the traps. Now, I need for you to understand that. Ain't nobody really giving it up like that. Everybody's talking about all of these other hot topics. But these are the hot topics that need to be addressed and they need to be talked about amongst us. The indigenous descendants of Abel, the first coming of man. Over here in the West. We are the first coming of mankind. We are the first coming of mankind. We are not the second coming of mankind. And I need for you to understand that. And that is in self is a benefit and a blessing upon us. And this is our land. We've always been here. Always been here. Before the floods and after the floods, we've been here. And I need for you to understand that. And I want you to go check out that video that what's going to happen at 6:15 today, talking about the flood of Noah. Go check that out. Hit the notification bell. It's going to be dope. It's going to be at 6:15 p.m. today. Go check that out. Go check it out. Get in tune. Share it and like it. Because this is going to bridge the gap and put people in their proper perspective and check. Individuals that I know that don't have spirituality is not inclined spiritually. They don't have a spiritual insight. So I'm definitely going to check these individuals that got in my comment to try to disrespect me. I'm the interpreter. And I've been in the spiritual realm for a very, 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 very long time. Thank you so much, Alpha Omega, for blessing me with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, for blessing me with the gifts of the insight of the spiritual realm, just a little bit, so I can spread this amongst all of the descendants of Abel. Peace and blessings be upon Abel. Thank you so much, Alpha Omega. Thank you so much for what? For giving us the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in the will to believe or disbelieve. But Abel descendants stood on business, stood on loyalty, stood on respect, and never backdoor you. Thank you so much. Mwah. That's right. We stood on business, Abel descendants over here in the West. And I need for you to understand that. So thank you so much for being in tune I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm talking about tonight. I'm talking about the flood. I'm talking about the flood, but I'm going to be talking about what happened before the flood. The Creator does not get into it. You can read the scriptures, but he does not go into detail and tell you what happened. Okay? He doesn't tell you what happened. He talks about the bits and pieces of it, right? But he doesn't go into it. And why was the flood and stuff like that, right? The flood is the second coming of mankind through Noah's sons. And a lot of individuals that don't have spirituality, that don't have knowledge, right? That's not spiritually inclined into the spiritual realm and the spiritual world, that don't have access to that. They base their understanding and their teachings on scriptures. But we're going to talk about the scriptures, right? And I don't want to give too much, but please like, share, subscribe, right, to one of the dopest channels out on YouTube that bring knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and experience to unravel secrets, things that is hidden from you and our eyes. Physically, mentally, spiritually, we are able descendants. We are able descendants. We are able descendants. We are waking up. We are waking up. We are waking up. And I got my sister back here holding me down. Fatima, a beautiful sister. Beautiful sister. Mwah. And she's in tune. She got my back and I got hers. And we coming with spirituality and standing on business and upholding the Alpha, Omega, the Creator and everything in existence. Peace, y'all. Peace. Have an amazing day. Peace, y'all.